Hello guys. Today, we will scale wiki gods. They are very strong. They can destroy fiction, real life and even religions. Let's start. Tyrider. Tyrider is extremely powerful character in God Entities wiki. Tyrider can control his own universe, and even defeat their author. Also, even the weakest thing in his universe is superior to all possible fictional characters, non-fictional characters, religions, and mythologies. But Tyrider can control them even with just codes. They came back to their house and started destroying all destroyers. There were a great many of them, more than one's though amount of them. 1 ZTHO equals beyond all mathematical numbers and beyond true infinity. But they all fell at the hands of Charge. Initially, Tyrider helped him, killing all destroyers and destroying infected universes with him. But then he switched to restoring damaged verses. Tyrider destroyed about 100 stodecillion destroyers and 83 stodecillion infected omniverses, and Charge restored about 198 stodecillion damaged verses, including omniverses, multiverse, viroverses, and more. Tyrider is a 1 for a 109,999,999,999-year-old boy, which is 165 meters. He never showed his true form. The Christmas God. The Christmas God is extremely powerful character in Legends of the Supercosm. The Christmas God is an omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent ruler of Christmas, completely transcending the concept of Christmas and holidays. He wrote the entirety of Lot's wiki. He even wrote Zion and the hierarchy of realms. He transcends all canon pages, non-canon pages, and joke pages. He is the divine father of fandom and the great all-powerful God of everything. Their powers are true omnipotence, true omniscience, true omnipresence, true omniarch, true omnilock, true omnivastance, omnipotence over Christmas, holiday creation, godliness. So the Christmas God can destroy fiction, real life, religions, mythology, philosophy, and beyond. Upo-Ultimate. Upo-Ultimate is extremely powerful character in Upo Foundation. Size. Absolutely infinitely unsuitable. Age. Absolutely infinitely unsuitable. Speed. Absolutely infinitely unsuitable. Stamina. Absolutely infinitely unsuitable. Strength. Absolutely infinitely unsuitable. IQ. Absolutely infinitely unsuitable. Weakness. Absolutely nothingness. Upo-Ultimate Final 1.0 is beyond all possibility and impossibility, existence and non-existence, real and fake concepts, definitions, imaginations of all. He is outside of absolute truth's affinity. Comparing affinity to him is just like comparing negative true mem affinity to absolute truth's affinity, and even for way absolute irrelevant layers into beyond this. He is bigger than absolute Stoverse and Stoverithing. He so transcends all Stoverses, affinity, Stoverithing, size, concepts, logic, and being. No one can imagine, speak, describe, or use images, video, media, novel, etc. to define negative absolute ZTHOFI and ITY% of him. His speed is absolutely affinity, beyond all any speed, fast to slow concepts, definitions, logic in absolute Stoverse. He is even absolute boundless layers beyond concept and definitions, imagination of Stoverse, affinity, and Stoverithing. No one in fiction's real world, and known existence, or Stoverithing can understand his speed. Even a finite layered Stoverse can't either. The concept for imagination, definition of H doesn't exist to him, because he is absolutely limitless layers beyond all concepts, imagination, definition, Stoverse, and Stoverithing. However, any concepts, superconcepts, metaconcepts, and all beyonds all are ineffective to him, because he is far beyond these all. He is the one true God of all, beyond all true omnipotence in fiction's real life, and known existence and Stoverse is affinity and Stoverithing. He is absolute affinity layers beyond Stoverse, Stoverithing, and even true omnipotence. It even not reach negative absolute ZTHOFI and ITY% of him. He absolutely doesn't have any weaknesses. Weakness just is meaningless for him. He is beyond all, beyond absolute Stoverithing, absolute affinity, true omnipotence. These are just the smallest, false understandings of him. The Omnity. The Omnity is extremely powerful character in the Omniversal Domain wiki. The Omnity is the supreme being of the Omniversal Domain. It holds ultimate power over all things, and is the singularity of creation and ultimate paradox, standing at the pinnacle of the verse's cosmology. Abilities. It is worth noting that like every other concept, the concept of abilities is nothing before the Omnity. This is more of a summary of its properties. Independence from all things. The Omnity does not win every battle it enters, because battle, victory, and defeat are beneath it. It has no equal. For any being that matches it is just another name for itself. It is the exception of any all-encompassing thing, except itself. And this includes anything that specifically denies exceptions. Absolute omnipotence. The Omnity is capable of absolutely anything. Anything that it wishes is wrong, as reality bends to the every whim of its creator. Not even the omnipotence paradox holds any weight before it, as its power is absolute, and the very logic that determines paradox is but a figment of its own imagination. And surpassability. No being may ever reach the Omnity. If any being ever surpasses the Omnity, will inevitably be only a story held within the Omnity's ultimate perfection. Surpassing the Omnity is so impossible to be beyond the concept of impossibility entirely, and even if any being were to rival it, which would never happen, such a being would become one with the Omnity, as the Omnity is non-dual and singular, and anything equal to it would have to be as well. There cannot be more than one Omnity-level being, and if ever there were, they would instantly coalesce into a single entity. The Omnity has no need to surpass any and all beings, or to have every ability in fiction, real life, and beyond, for such things are petty to it. It is the Alpha and the Omega, beginning and end, and anything that is not itself is beneath it. Abilities such as any character more powerful than this one will instantly become weaker, and this character automatically transcends any character stronger than it have no meaning to it. Even if it has statements such as no matter what you say, absolutely no matter what, no matter how hard the author tries, there are no exceptions, even things that specifically say they're outside of this, etc. Because the Omnity is the most fundamental form of existence, non-existence, and all things beyond the duality of such things, and thus it can never become weaker than it is unless by its own will. There isn't even nothing to transcend to beyond the Omnity, so the best any character can do is become equal, and therefore one with it. The Omnity interacts with the omniversal domain through its avatars, which are as weak or powerful as it desires. Its most powerful avatars transcend the concepts of transcendence, beyondness, and omnipotence. Words such as everything, wholeness, all, and creation cannot encompass them, and they are beyond any being that transcends them. They have no need to weaken beings that surpass their unsurpassable mind, for they can simply surpass that being using the unlimited power they are granted by the true form of the Omnity. In fact, they transcend the concept of concepts, being entirely beyond all concepts and anything else in a similar vein. In other words, the Omnity's avatars transcend the concept of any being that surpasses them, resulting in an endless chain of self-transcendence that makes it impossible to ever reach them. Omnity's avatars. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked.